What if I told you that your body, right now, is storing memories that aren't even yours? What if every cell in your being contains not just your experiences, but the experiences of your ancestors, your past lives, your soul's entire journey through time and space? What if that chronic pain in your shoulder, that inexplicable fear of water, that feeling of being stuck in patterns you can't break, isn't really about this lifetime at all? What if it's cellular memory, from experiences your conscious mind has never had? And what if, just what if, you could actually release these stored memories, consciously, intentionally, and free yourself from patterns that have been running your life for lifetimes? Hey beautiful humans. Welcome back to Elena's Quantum Diaries. If this is your first time diving into this quantum rabbit hole with me, you're in for something extraordinary today. We're talking about cellular memory release, epigenetics, ancestral healing, and how your body literally stores the imprints of every soul experience you've ever had. And before you think this is just spiritual fluff, the science behind this is absolutely mind-blowing. Epigenetics is proving that trauma, experiences, even emotions, can be passed down through generations, stored in our very DNA, influencing our thoughts, our behaviors, our entire reality. But here's what gets me excited. If memories can be stored, they can also be released. And when you understand how to do this consciously, everything changes. Your health, your relationships, your patterns, your entire life trajectory. So settle in, because we're going deep today into the quantum mechanics of cellular memory and how to become the conscious curator of your soul's story. Let me share something deeply personal with you, something that completely shifted my understanding of how memory works and how healing actually happens. A few years ago, I was going through some intense physical therapy. Nothing dramatic, just some chronic tension I couldn't seem to release. But during one session, something extraordinary happened. The therapist was working on a specific spot in my lower back, and suddenly, I was flooded with images, emotions, sensations that made no sense. I saw myself in what looked like medieval times, running through a forest, terrified, being chased. Now, my rational mind immediately went into skeptic mode. This is just imagination, stress, whatever. But my body was responding as if it was happening right now. Heart racing, muscles contracting, full fight or flight activation. And then it hit me. This wasn't imagination. This was cellular memory. My body was literally storing the imprint of an experience, whether from this lifetime, a past life, or ancestral trauma. It didn't matter. What mattered was that it was affecting me now. Later, I dove deep into the research, and what I found blew my mind. Studies showing that Holocaust survivors passed trauma markers to their children through their DNA. Research on how ancestral experiences literally alter gene expression. Evidence that our bodies are walking libraries of every experience our souls have ever had. But here's the beautiful part. Once I understood this, once I learned how to work with these cellular memories consciously, everything shifted. Patterns I'd been struggling with for years suddenly made sense. And more importantly, they started to release. That chronic tension in my back, gone. But more than that, old fears, relationship patterns, even career blocks, they all started dissolving. Because I was finally addressing them at the cellular level, where they were actually stored. And if this is resonating with you, if you're feeling that recognition in your body right now, drop a comment and let me know. Because you're not alone in this. We're all walking around with these cellular libraries, and it's time we learned how to consciously curate them. Okay, let's dive into the science, because this isn't just spiritual theory. This is cutting-edge research that's revolutionizing how we understand memory, trauma, and healing. Epigenetics, the study of how experiences change gene expression without changing the DNA sequence itself. It's showing us that our genes aren't our destiny. They're more like a piano, and our experiences, Our ancestors' experiences, they're playing the keys. When your great-grandmother experienced trauma, it created chemical changes in her DNA, markers that got passed down to your grandmother, then your mother, then you. Each generation carrying the cellular imprint of experiences they never consciously lived. The research is staggering. Dr. Rachel Yehuda's groundbreaking studies on Holocaust survivors showed that children and grandchildren of trauma survivors have altered stress hormone profiles, even when they never experienced the original trauma themselves. Dr. Carrie Ressler's work at Emory University proved that mice can inherit fear memories through their DNA, passing specific phobias to offspring who never encountered the original threat. And then there's Dr. Brian Diaz's research, also at Emory, where they trained mice to fear the smell of cherry blossoms, and found that their offspring and grand-offspring were born with the same fear, encoded in their DNA. This isn't just psychology, it's biology, it's evolution in real time. But here's what's even more fascinating. It's not just trauma, joy, resilience, breakthrough experiences. They also leave cellular imprints. Your ancestors' triumphs, their moments of transcendence, their love stories, they're all stored in your cells too. And then there's the research on cellular memory in organ transplants. Dr. Paul Pearsall documented over 140 cases of heart transplant recipients who suddenly developed new food preferences, personality changes, even memories that belonged to their donors. Claire Sylvia, who received a heart and lung transplant, suddenly craved beer and Kentucky Fried Chicken, food she'd never liked, only to later discover these were her donor's favorites. This research is published in peer-reviewed journals, documented by cardiologists and psychiatrists. This isn't folklore. It's medical reality showing us that memory isn't just stored in the brain. Dr. Candace Pert's groundbreaking work showed us that emotions aren't just in our brains. They're molecules, neuropeptides, that flow through our entire body, binding to receptors in every cell. Every emotion you've ever felt, every emotion your ancestors felt, it's all stored at the cellular level. And when you add quantum field theory to the mix, it gets even more mind-blowing. If consciousness is fundamental, if all experiences exist simultaneously in the quantum field, then your cells aren't just storing your linear timeline. They're accessing the entire field of possibilities, past lives, parallel lives, ancestral experiences, all of it. Your body isn't just flesh and blood. It's a cosmic library. Every cell a book, every system a section, containing the wisdom, the trauma, the triumphs, the love of your entire soul's journey. And the beautiful thing, once you understand this, you can start consciously working with it. You can become the librarian of your own cellular collection, keeping what serves you, releasing what doesn't, upgrading your entire biological operating system. If this is blowing your mind right now, hit that like button, because we're just getting started, and I want to make sure you don't miss what's coming next. So how do you know what cellular memories are running your life? How do you identify these invisible patterns that might be decades, centuries, even lifetimes old? First, pay attention to your inexplicable reactions. Those moments when your response to something is way bigger than the actual trigger. When you have a phobia that makes no rational sense. When you meet someone and immediately trust or distrust them without knowing why. Second, look at your chronic physical patterns. That tension that always returns to the same spot. Pain that doesn't respond to treatment. Areas of your body that feel numb or hypersensitive. These aren't just physical issues. They're often cellular memories expressing through your biology. Third, examine your recurring life patterns. Do you always attract the same type of relationship drama? Do you hit the same ceiling in every career? Do you sabotage yourself right before breakthrough moments? These patterns often have roots that go much deeper than your conscious lifetime. Fourth, look at your family patterns. What themes run through your lineage? Addiction, financial struggle, relationship betrayal, early death, abandonment. These aren't just psychological patterns. they're often cellular memories being passed down through generations. But it's not just trauma. Sometimes cellular memories show up as gifts, unexplained talents, languages that come naturally, skills you've never learned but somehow know, wisdom that seems way beyond your years. These are often cellular memories of mastery from other lifetimes. Fifth, notice your unexplained attractions and aversions. Certain historical periods that fascinate or terrify you. Geographic locations that feel like home or make you want to run. Cultural practices that feel deeply familiar. These are often clues to cellular memories trying to surface. And pay attention to your dreams, your meditation experiences, your spontaneous visions. These are often cellular memories bubbling up to conscious awareness. Your soul trying to show you the deeper patterns that are ready to be healed. Your body is constantly trying to communicate with you, through symptoms, through sensations, through unexplained emotions. It's not broken. It's not betraying you. It's trying to show you what's ready to be released, what's ready to be healed, what's ready to be integrated. The question is, are you listening? And if any of this is hitting home for you, if you're recognizing patterns in your own life, let me know in the comments. What patterns are you starting to see? What cellular memories might be ready for release? You know what's beautiful about this research? It's proving what indigenous cultures and ancient healers have known for millennia. That healing happens at the cellular level. That we carry the imprints of our ancestors. That true transformation requires working with the body's wisdom. Shamanic traditions have always worked with ancestral healing, soul retrieval, releasing the burdens of the lineage. They understood that healing one person heals 7 generations back and 7 generations forward, because we're all connected through this cellular web of memory. Traditional Chinese medicine maps emotions to specific organs: anger in the liver, fear in the kidneys, grief in the lungs. They knew that emotions don't just pass through us, they get stored in our tissues, creating patterns that affect our entire energetic system. Ayurveda talks about samskaras, the imprints left by our actions and experiences, stored in our subtle body, influencing our thoughts, our behaviors, our entire life trajectory. They developed elaborate practices for releasing these imprints, for purifying the cellular memory. Even Jesus understood this. When he said, "The sins of the fathers are visited upon the children," he wasn't talking about punishment. He was describing the mechanics of cellular inheritance. And when he performed healings, he often addressed the deeper patterns, the root causes, the cellular imprints that were creating the symptoms. Buddha's entire teaching was about liberation from karmic patterns, from the wheel of conditioned existence. He understood that these patterns aren't just mental, they're energetic, cellular, and that true freedom requires releasing them at every level. And now, modern science is catching up, proving what these masters knew intuitively: that consciousness and biology are intimately connected, that our cells are intelligent, that healing happens when we work with the body's innate wisdom rather than against it. This isn't about choosing between ancient wisdom and modern science. It's about integration, using the precision of scientific understanding with the depth of spiritual wisdom, creating approaches that honor both the mystery and the mechanics of cellular healing. Because when you combine the rigor of epigenetic research with the wisdom of shamanic healing, when you blend neuroscience with energy medicine, when you integrate psychology with somatic practices, that's when real transformation becomes possible. Alright, so how do you actually work with cellular memory? How do you consciously release patterns that have been running for lifetimes? Let me share the process that's been most transformative for me, and for the people I've worked with. Step 1. Cellular awareness. It starts with developing cellular awareness. This isn't just mindfulness. It's specifically tuning into your body's subtle communications. Spend time each day, even just 5 minutes, doing a slow body scan, not trying to change anything, just listening. What areas feel tight? What areas feel numb? What areas feel alive? Your cells are constantly communicating through sensation, through emotion, through imagery. The more you practice listening, the clearer their messages become. Don't be surprised if emotions arise during this process. Sadness, anger, fear, even joy. These aren't random. They're cellular memories surfacing for acknowledgement, for integration, for release. Step 2. Conscious dialogue. Once you've identified areas that need attention, initiate conscious dialogue. I know this might sound strange, but your cells are intelligent. They respond to communication. Ask them, what are you trying to tell me? What do you need? What are you ready to release? And then listen. Really listen. Not with your thinking mind, but with your feeling sense. Images might arise. Sensations might shift. Emotions might flow. Trust what comes. Your cellular intelligence is far wiser than your conscious mind. Sometimes the communication is literal. Sometimes it's metaphorical. Sometimes it's just pure sensation or emotion. There's no right or wrong way to receive it. Just stay open, stay curious, stay compassionate. Step 3. Energetic release. When you've identified what's ready to be released, the next step is energetic release. This can happen through breath, through movement, through sound, through conscious intention. Breath work is particularly powerful because breath bridges the conscious and unconscious, the voluntary and involuntary. Deep, intentional breathing can literally help move stuck energy through your system. Movement is also crucial. Shaking, dancing, stretching, yoga. Any movement that feels authentic, that helps energy flow, that honors what your body is asking for. Sound healing can be incredibly effective. Humming, toning, singing, crying, screaming into a pillow. Whatever sounds want to come through. These are often cellular memories expressing and releasing. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced unexplained emotions or sensations during body work? During massage, during yoga, during meditation? Drop a comment and share your experience, because these are often cellular memories trying to surface. Step 4. Integration and gratitude. After release work, integration is crucial. This isn't just about letting go. It's about consciously choosing what you want to embody instead. What patterns serve your highest good? What cellular memories support your growth? What ancestral gifts are ready to be activated? Remember, you're not just releasing trauma. You're also accessing the gifts, the wisdom, the strength, the love that your ancestors and past selves cultivated. These are part of your cellular library too. Spend time in gratitude for the healing that's happening, for the courage of your ancestors, for the resilience that brought you to this moment. Gratitude literally changes the chemistry of your cells, creates new neural pathways, anchors the healing at the deepest levels. Step 5. Conscious programming. Finally, conscious programming. Now that you've created space by releasing what no longer serves, you can consciously choose what to embody instead. This isn't about forcing positive thoughts. It's about aligning with the highest possibilities available in your cellular field. Visualization combined with embodied feeling is incredibly powerful. See yourself living from the patterns you want to activate. Feel it in your body. Breathe it into your cells. Let your entire being attune to this new frequency. And be patient with the process. Cellular memory release isn't usually a one-time event. It's an ongoing dialogue, an evolving relationship with your body's wisdom. Each session, each moment of awareness, each conscious choice, is rewiring your entire system. Now let's go deeper into ancestral patterns, because these are often the most profound and the most challenging cellular memories to work with. These aren't just your experiences. They're the accumulated experiences of your entire lineage. Think about it. Your great-great-grandmother, living through war, famine, persecution. The survival strategies she developed, the fears she carried, the beliefs about safety and scarcity. These got encoded in her DNA, passed to her children, and their children, and eventually, to you. But it's not just trauma. Your ancestors' courage, their wisdom, their capacity for love, their spiritual insights, these are also encoded in your cellular memory, waiting to be activated, waiting to be embodied. But it's not just trauma. Your ancestors' courage, their wisdom, their capacity for love, their spiritual insights, these are also encoded in your cellular memory, waiting to be activated, waiting to be embodied. How do you identify ancestral patterns? Look at the themes that run through your family. What stories get told over and over? What beliefs are taken for granted? What behaviors are considered normal, even when they're clearly dysfunctional? Maybe it's financial struggle. Money doesn't grow on trees. We're not the type of people who have nice things. These aren't just beliefs. They're cellular programs that literally affect your ability to receive abundance. Or relationship patterns. All men cheat. Women can't be trusted. Love always ends in pain. These cellular memories create unconscious behaviors that recreate the same patterns over and over. Or health patterns. Cancer runs in our family. We all have bad backs. Depression is genetic. While there may be physical predispositions, there are often emotional and energetic components that can be addressed through cellular memory work. But here's the beautiful thing about ancestral healing. When you heal a pattern, you don't just heal it for yourself. You heal it for your entire lineage, past, present, and future. Because we're all connected through this quantum field of consciousness. Indigenous traditions understood this. They had elaborate ceremonies for ancestral healing, for honoring the gifts of the lineage, for releasing the burdens, for ensuring that each generation could rise higher than the last. In modern terms, this might look like family constellation work, genogram therapy, or simply conscious dialogue with your ancestral line. Asking, what gifts are you passing to me? What burdens are you ready to release? How can I honor your struggles while choosing a different path? The goal isn't to reject your ancestors. It's to honor their journey while consciously choosing which patterns to continue and which to transform. You're not just healing your own life. You're becoming an ancestor who breaks cycles, who creates new possibilities, who leaves a legacy of healing for future generations. Okay, let's get practical. What does cellular memory work actually look like in daily life? How do you integrate these concepts into real-world healing? Here's your toolkit. Here are some daily body check-ins. Start each morning with a 5-minute body scan. Not trying to fix anything, just gathering information. What areas feel tense? What areas feel open? What sensations are present? What emotions are moving through? Your body state in the morning often reflects what's processing overnight. Dreams, cellular memories, ancestral patterns. All of this gets communicated through your physical sensations. When strong emotions arise, especially ones that feel disproportionate to the trigger, practice emotional archaeology. Ask yourself, when have I felt this before? Does this feeling belong to this moment, or is it coming from somewhere else? What is my body trying to tell me? Keep a journal of emotional patterns. When do they arise? What triggers them? How do they feel in your body? Do they remind you of anyone in your family? This awareness alone often begins the healing process. Develop a toolkit of somatic practices: breathwork, yoga, dance, shaking, massage, acupuncture. Any practice that helps move energy through your system, that honors your body's wisdom, that creates space for release. The key is to approach these practices with consciousness, not just going through the motions, but staying present to what arises. What emotions come up? What memories surface? What areas resist or welcome touch? Learn basic energy clearing techniques: visualization, intention, prayer, smudging, whatever resonates with your belief system. The specific technique matters less than your sincere intention to release what no longer serves. A simple but powerful technique. Visualize light flowing through your entire body, filling every cell. Ask that light to illuminate any stored memories that are ready to be healed. Ask for the wisdom to understand, the courage to feel, and the grace to release. Know when to seek professional support. Somatic therapists, energy healers, body workers trained in trauma release, shamanic practitioners. These modalities can accelerate your healing when combined with your personal practice. Look for practitioners who understand the connection between consciousness and biology, who work with both the emotional and physical aspects of cellular memory, who create safe space for whatever wants to emerge. Now some lifestyle choices that support cellular health. Remember that your cells are constantly regenerating. The choices you make daily literally become your biology. Clean nutrition, adequate sleep, stress management, time in nature, loving relationships. These all support healthy cellular function and memory processing. Spend time in nature regularly. The Earth has its own electromagnetic field, its own intelligence, that can help ground and stabilize your cellular healing. Walk barefoot, sit against trees, swim in natural water. Let the Earth support your transformation. Create a sacred space for your cellular memory work. It doesn't need to be elaborate, just a space that feels safe, that honors the sacredness of this healing, where you can go to dialogue with your body, to release, to integrate. Finally, don't underestimate the power of community, of being witnessed in your healing. Cellular memory work can bring up intense emotions, profound insights. Sometimes you need someone to hold space, to remind you that you're safe, that you're not alone in this process. Whether it's a healing circle, a therapy group, a trusted friend, or an online community, find your people. Find those who understand the depth of this work, who can celebrate your breakthroughs and support you through the challenges. As we come to the close of today's journey into cellular memory, I want you to take a moment to appreciate the magnitude of what we've explored. You are not just an individual, healing in isolation. You are a conscious participant in the healing of your entire lineage, past, present, and future. Every pattern you transform, every cellular memory you release, every ancestral burden you choose not to pass on, creates ripples that extend far beyond your personal life. You are literally rewiring the collective human experience. One cell, one choice, one moment of consciousness at a time. Your body is not your enemy. It's not broken. It's not betraying you. It's your most intimate spiritual teacher, your wisest guide, your sacred vessel for transformation. It's been faithfully storing every experience, waiting for the moment you're ready to listen, to learn, to liberate. And you're living at the most extraordinary time in human history, where ancient wisdom is meeting cutting-edge science, where spiritual practices are being validated by research, where individual healing is understood to be collective healing. You have access to tools and understanding that your ancestors could only dream of. So as you continue this journey, remember to be patient with yourself. Cellular memory work is not a quick fix. It's a sacred dialogue, a gentle unwinding, a conscious choice to honor your past while claiming your freedom. And know that you're not alone. There's an entire community of conscious souls doing this work, healing their lineages, transforming their cellular patterns, creating new possibilities for humanity. If this resonates with your soul, if you want to continue exploring the intersection of consciousness and biology, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that notification bell, because next week we're diving into something equally mind-blowing. We're exploring morphic fields, How your personal transformation literally changes the field of possibility for everyone. How consciousness creates reality at the quantum level. The research will blow your mind. Until then, be gentle with your beautiful body. Listen to its wisdom. Honor its messages. And remember, you are not just healing yourself, you are healing the world, one cell, one breath, one choice at a time. Thank you for joining me in this sacred exploration. See you in the quantum field, you magnificent cellular alchemists. Keep exploring, keep healing, keep expanding. The world needs your unique frequency, your liberated cells, your conscious choices, your transformed lineage. Until next time, stay quantum, beautiful humans.